creativity as well as from resources. This slide, one slide helps in that slide. You put a dark background and a dark letter. You put a light background and dark letter, or a dark background and a white background. It's a topic called comparison. Before entering into the topic, let us try to know what is financial statement analysis. Financial statement is linked to facilitate decision making by the managers, investors, regulators, competitors, banks, and interested groups. This analysis is performed chiefly by summarizing financial statement information into ratios. Under this main topic, we have covered some subtopics which contain introduction, objectives of financial analysis, annual report and financial statements, which will be reviewed by me. The financial ratio analysis, uses of ratio analysis, company analysis will be reviewed by my friend. Now coming to the introduction. Financial analysis is also referred to as financial statement analysis or accounting analysis. It refers to an assessment of the viability, achievement, accountability, stability, and profitability of a business, services, or employment. It is performed by professionals who prepare reports using ratios that make use of information taken from financial statements and other reports. These reports are regularly presented to top management as one of their stages in making decisions. Let us try to know the objectives of financial analysis. What is the main objective of financial analysis? The main objective is to grow companies or investors financial statements. It tests revenue, expenditures, equity, share price, segmental revenue, expenses, etc. Assessment of past performance. Objective is to estimate the past performance. And the other objective is to estimate the current position. And it predicts the profitability and prospects of growth. And it presents the company industry or sector status. Now let us try to know what are the annual reports and financial statements. The annual reports of companies typically contain CEO or president letter to shareholders and financial statements. CEO or president letters summarizes the operations of last year, expectations or past performance, and a description of the goals for the immediate and long-term future. Now let us try to know the key financial statements. One of the financial statements is balance sheet. It is also known as the statement of financial position. It provides the value of the firm's assets, liabilities, and equity on a particular activity. The value of assets is equal to the value of liabilities and equity. Referred to or book value is given by total assets minus total liabilities minus deferred stock. One more financial statement is income statement. The income statement provides information of the various revenue and expense items to make a certain income. There are several forms of income statement. We have taken an example of a generic form of income statement. This is one of the examples. For calculating the earning before interest and tax, we need to, for calculating the gross profit, we need to deduct all the goods sold from sales revenue. For calculating EBIT, we need to deduct selling and administrative expenses and digital promotion.
I am going to deal with the introduction, objectives, and annual report and financial statement. I am going to deal with the financial ratios, some selected ratios which are used by the company. We have done a small analysis on the company, like getting the information from few companies. And other than that, after the use of ratio analysis, we are dealing with this topic. And coming to the part of ratio analysis why the companies will use this to know the and to know the benefits of the financial position, we will use the ratio analysis. And for the most frequently used ratios are liquidity and degree of financial leverage, plus profitability and efficiency. Liquidity assets. Liquidity means the assets which are easily convertible into cash. It is short term. That is known as liquidity. In liquidity, there are some rules that to be maintained. That is in current ratio, the ratio should be 2:1, and quick ratio, the ratio should be 1:1. Current ratio is the total current assets. Current assets include the bills payable, receivables, and debtors, cash, bank loan, including current assets. It should be 2, and total current liabilities should be 1. Current liabilities include bills payable and creditors. It will include the total current liabilities. The current assets should be more than the current liabilities. So that the financial position will be stable of the company. And coming to quick ratio is total current assets. From total current assets, we have to detect the inventory. Inventory means the stock. We have to detect the stock and we have to divide total current liabilities. And analyze the debt. That means understand how the company will manage to pay the revenues to the payments to the company, to the company. That equity ratio is total debt by total equity, and debt to asset ratio is total debt by total assets. And dealing with analyzing the profitability. Profitability is analyzing the profits of the company. How to analyze the profits of the company? There are few formulas are used for analyzing the profit. The net profit margin is profit after tax by sales, and return on assets, profit after tax by total assets, and return on equity, profit after tax by total shareholders' equity. Analyzing the efficiency. In efficiency, how the fixed assets are maintained, how the production is managed, we will deal with the efficiency. So in efficiency, inventory turnover is equal to cost of goods sold by average inventory. Total inventory can increase or average inventory, and this total assets turnover ratio is equal to sales by average total assets. And some of the uses of ratio analysis, which are used by the company to evaluate the performance of the company and to set a benchmark. The benchmark is they will compare with other companies, the performance level and target for the performance, and they will highlight the areas whereas Reliance and Honda are getting minimum returns from the company to other companies. And then profit.
Finally, we want to conclude by the end of financial analysis. It must be able to answer the 2 following questions. Right? If the company is solvent, it is able to give you all its creditors and good.
The company is solvent, but it is able to honor all its commitments by liquidating the assets.
In the same way, the company is creating value for its shareholders.
Yes. The company is creating value with returns of both capital effort and excess of cost of capital to the financial capital effort. Thank you. Any questions? Very thank you.